This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake that fire.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out you.
Broadcasting live from the ATL. Sway in the morning.
Let the plots rock for a second. Let the plots rock for a second. Themes that are deserving of salutes and praise and critical acclaim should be acknowledged, Heather B.
Facts.
Let the plots rock for a second. Since we've been coming out here for the BET Hip Hop Awards, we've only broadcasted from one place. I call it the Mecca of Atlanta, ladies and gentlemen, for a reason.
Right.
It's the nucleus. It's where all people must come in order to be fully acclimated into this Atlanta music scene. And you know why, Heather B?
Tell me why, though.
Because one of the best ears in the game, one of the greatest minds at this time, saw the vision, had the foresight to put together a plan to make the industry, instead of going out to it, come to him. And that plan was called Mean Street Studios. And the orchestrator behind that is with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one and only DJ Drama.
Let me stand up and clap for that intro. I'm going to stand up and clap for that intro. I'm going to stand up myself and clap for that intro.
Hey, man.
Team Sway, what's up, Heather B?
Hey,
What's
man.
up?
Hey, Drama, I know you've been on the road, man, and congratulations.
The high road.
Right? The high road, right? Yeah, man. That's not what this is today. You know,
It
but
can be, and, it's my house.
Okay,
Just
well,
let me know.
Well, how's Drake? No, I'm just kidding, man. Nah. We here for another reason today, man. Quality Street Music 2 has been doing extremely well.
Thank you, man.
We just woke Scheme up. He was walking. Walking sleep.
Been asleep
He
yet.
hasn't slept, man. He's been in the studio all night.
He's been in here working.
Yes, and he's working on his new mixtape, right?
He's working on his new mixtape. It's on the way very soon.
Okay, the Wishing track is just slowly.
It's amazing.
Climbing
man.
the charts.
I think we just hit top 5 today. Matter of fact.
All right,
Number
congratulations.
5 record on the urban radio chart. So.
Yeah.
Which is a first for me,
Yeah.
It's not very often I get to say these days something is a first, but
Yeah.
that's my first top 5 record, man.
That's it. That must be
it's
impressive.
a blessing. Nah, it feels great.
You've been on the road.
I have. I just got off a 40-city tour with Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg, the High Road Tour, which was an amazing time. We had a lot of fun out there, being with those guys. One that, I probably wouldn't be here if I didn't grow up watching, particularly speaking about Snoop Dogg,
Yeah.
So just to, be in that position to be with one of your idols, one of our icons and moguls of this game, and then Wiz Khalifa, who's become a great friend of mine, and we've been on tour together, me and Wiz, for the last 3 years. But this one was special, it was a fun time. Janae Aiko was on the tour. Kevin Gates was on there smashing it. Shout out to Casey Veggies, and through the tour, I brought my own guys out. Shout out to my man Uzi Vert came out. A couple nights when Scheme came out, and my man Lyquin also came out. Was featured on the Wishing record.
We're going to get to Lyquin in a second. He's sitting here nervous because I told him he's going to have to rap. Go ahead, Heather.
No, I was going to say, Drama, we've been promoting that tour heavily
Right.
on Sirius XM.
Absolutely.
And I was wondering with the mix, because you said Janae Aiko, Casey Veggies, Kevin Gates, then it's Snoop and Wiz.
Yeah.
What was the crowd like?
Let's just say like a lot of 90s babies. I mean, I probably
Really?
got the most response out of, crowd participation.
Okay.
And I'm the connector of all the dots between the artists. I come on and keep the crowd motivated and keep them hype and everything. So it was a great mix, man. I mean, it was fans of everybody, I think, when you have two of the biggest smokers on the planet.
Yeah.
It calls for a fun time,
Yeah.
and Janae did a thing, Casey did his thing, for Kevin, and he used to say this on the show, that was his first time being in front of that many people,
wow.
and seeing that many fans. So, it was definitely a special moment for him. And
He just went platinum. He's certified
Yeah, just
platinum. Kevin
you know,
Gates. Yeah.
congratulations to him. And a lot of people don't even, give him the credit that he deserves for what he's doing, on his album and his fans and everything. So we had a great time, man. I mean, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. You can't go wrong.
Janae, did the Big Sean show up to any of the days?
Sean came.
Sean did come to the
definitely
day.
came. Yeah. No, we had a lot of surprises and friends of the family that came out and everything. So yeah,
Okay.
Sean definitely came out and showed Janae love.
Okay, that's what's up.
Super dope. You know what? I was just we're here for the BT Hip Hop
Yeah.
Awards, and then I remember that you're nominated for DJ of the Year.
Yeah,
Which is awesome.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Nah, I
on
appreciate
that.
it. I've been nominated for DJ of the Year every year since the BET Hip Hop Awards started.
Yeah, well, they got to,
That's
man.
amazing. You won
with a couple wins,
Yeah.
as well. But
2013.
the awards started. I actually was the DJ for the first Hip Hop Awards when it came here in 06, when we were at the Fox Theater. That year they didn't have a nomination, but I was the DJ. I DJ'd the first year, and then from then on, they put the DJ of the Year category in, and I've been it since 2007. So 10 years strong. I've been nominated every year for Hip Hop DJ of the Year.
Damn.
Which is I mean that's saying something. Some staying power.
Like a Golden State Warrior, man.
And then,
I'm just saying, man, got a high percentage rate of
shout to the Bay Area.
Thank you, man.
Shout to the Bay Area.
Because he got a great relationship with the Bay. Let us
Absolutely.
drama DJs in the Bay quite often.
Man, I love the Bay. It's
Okay.
it's one of my backyards. I got a lot of backyards. And now, going from that, not only that, as they say, for the awards, this is my second year. I'll be the voice of God, which is, the when you hear the awards when it comes on, that's me, introducing the whole show, and I'll be up there,
That's flames.
Yeah, but how many?
Me and Khaled are like co-parenting.
Yeah, you co-parenting, but you could travel around the country and listen to radio stations.
I do,
and you'll hear Drama's voice
Yeah.
coming back on so and so. Right? How many stations is your voice on right now?
Well, I mean, independently, I probably do about 40 stations.
Wow.
I do about 40 stations across the country. With can I say? Okay, cool. All right. I also do iHeart National.
Yeah.
So iHeart. Any station you hear that iHeart plays hip hop, you'll most likely hear my voice.
Hear your voice.
I do my station here in Atlanta, Hot 107.9. Shout to Hot 107.9, and actually, it started at Shade 45. Shade 45 was the first company to come to me about being kind of doing voice imaging for the station. And it's crazy, man, because I come from, in a sense, a lot of my career was started in the streets and started from mixtapes. And I've told this story a long time ago, but somebody told me a long time ago that my voice was special. And when I sit back and think about it a lot of times, and like I have gone from talking shit on mixtapes for countless years to now, doing this urban imaging, like it's special for me, and it shows it's a great growth, and you know what I mean, and just in seeing where I don't think people realize how many hats I really wear in this culture,
well, I know how
on
much
some
money.
real shit. You know what I mean? Like
I know.
literally, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I got a lot of jobs.
You got a lot of jobs, and rightfully so.
It's not a complaint at all.
Yeah, this is your life. This is what it's about. That's why when I first came to Shade 45, it was like I want to make sure Drama's doing all our imaging. So when you hear the voice on Sway in the morning, that's strategic. I know.
We've got more Sway in the morning.
Ooh.
Shade 45.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
all right, that's what I'm saying.
That crust out your eyes.
Okay. Seem like you want to talk about drama in your life a little bit. Is that true, man?
Say that again?
You seem like you like to talk of. Every time we see each other, I always say, I'm not going to bring something up.
I'm in a great space,
Yeah.
man. My life is good. My career is good. I mean, drama's my name, but I tend to, try my best to stay away from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me ask you this, man. We were talking about lyricists of the year,
Right.
This category, and I want to get your opinion on it because you're known for breaking all of these artists.
Okay.
So the lyricists of the year candidates are Kendrick Lamar,
Right.
Kanye West,
Okay.
Drake,
Right.
J. Cole,
Uh-huh.
Chance the Rapper. Mm-hmm. If it was up to you, who would win and why?
I'd probably, if it was up to me for this year, I'd want to give it to Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wanted to give it to Chance the Rapper, just because I think he's had an impeccable year out of that category. To me, He's the youngest.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's accomplished some amazing things as an independent artist that's never been done before. You know, and lyrically, you know, he's top notch. You know what I mean?
top-notch, right.
So, and I mean that's a tough one. Say it again.
It's J. Cole,
Right.
Kanye West,
Right.
Kendrick,
Right.
Chance the Rapper,
Yeah.
and Drake.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I'd give it the chance though.
Chance, okay.
Yeah.
But
all those guys are, you know.
All right, but let me ask you
credible
this. You've heard what Kid Cudi had to say when he came out. Have you been following the news?
I seen it. Yeah,
You saw it?
I saw it.
And he made a point that people who don't write their own lyrics or have 20, 30 or more people writing their songs shouldn't even be considered in
top five.
top five or
Right.
probably categories like this.
Right.
And he specified Kanye and Drake.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, you know, I'm really just about good music, man. No pun intended. I just, you know, if somebody out there want to write me a rap, like I've been trying to rap for a minute, so, and I ain't got the bars, so you know, I might need a writer my self. So I ain't nobody to speak on nobody else's.
I just thought, really? So you have no comment?
I mean, I think, you know, that subject has been,
okay, listen.
that subject has
Let's
been
take
touched
the politics out of it.
on. Yeah.
Just you as a fan of hip hop and rapping and rappers. You know, I know you grew up loving Daddy Kane, Jigga, M.
Right.
People all written their own lyrics. Yeah.
I mean,
So should it be a separate? I know we talked about it to this, but do you get lyricist of the year if you don't write your own lyrics?
I understand where, you know, where the conversation comes from, because hip hop is such a art form that speaks to, you know, your perspective and your views on the world.
Yeah.
You know, and again, another thing is hip hop is a very competitive art form. So in other genres of music, one may not take as much heat for having ghostwriters or whatever. And, you know, I mean, taking all politics and all personal opinions to the side and all that, like, you know, Kanye and Drake are amazing artists.
Absolutely.
And they make amazing quality of work. So, you know, what happens behind the scenes, I mean, there's been stories for years before those guys and before this conversation. So, you know, it is what it is, man. And I think it's a fair conversation, and I get it, you know, but I ain't tripping.
So it doesn't matter if other folks.
I just know the guys around me,
Yeah.
they got real bars.
Okay. So it doesn't matter.
Shout out to my team.
So
Like,
it doesn't matter though. So if I get
I just
lyricists
know
of the
the guys
year,
around me. When my guys are in that
Okay, so if
category,
I get
we're not
Uzi-
gonna have to worry about
Okay,
this
all right,
conversation.
okay, all right.
That's all I care
I
about.
thought you said you
Shout
fine
out to
with
Generation
it, man.
Now.
I didn't get the right answer. I didn't get the answer.
I didn't know if it was. This not a
You know I don't
right
have
or wrong
them, so
answer.
that's why I asked the question.
Yeah,
No, it's not a
nah.
right or wrong answer. I think it's if you give a person who had, like, say for example,
What do you think?
I think every person who wrote on the song on your song should be acknowledged.
I don't disagree with
Okay,
that.
so if
I
I'm an
definitely
artist
believe in
this-
credit.
yeah, if I got 20, if I wrote,
Well,
if
then
I
they
got-
should go up there and thank those people
Exactly,
when they
they
get
should
their
be
award.
acknowledged.
Absolutely.
I definitely think people who participated in writing the lyrics that give you the lyric of the year should be acknowledged.
And I mean, clearly, you know, it's not a new conversation when it comes to Kanye West.
Yeah.
It's became a new conversation when it came to Drake.
Yeah.
Because of, you know, some situations, but
That was your fault. But go ahead.
it's definitely not my fault. I'm not taking no blame for that.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
But you know, it's the rap music, man, and you know, you can't discredit somebody's body of work per se, and you know, we live in a different time and a different space. But I get it.
Yeah.
I definitely get it.
You
know
get
what
it?
I mean?
All right. Now, you was making a point that the guys in your camp,
Yeah, talk about it.
Generation Now, that's no question that they write their own lyrics.
Absolutely.
Then we're going to sit down and talk with one of those guys up next.
You ready for that?
I'm ready for that.
I'm ready
All right?
for that, too.
All right, Sway in the Morning,
Let's
Shade
get it.
405. Lyquin is up next.
I see what you was trying to do over there.
You
Sway.
saw it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
see what you was trying to do over
I
there.
was just asking questions, drama. You said
It's only right, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
You
curious.
my friend. You can ask me anything you want.
Exactly. I'm just curious to how people feel. You know, I know if I wrote a bunch of songs for Lyquin, hypothetically, and he gets lyricist of the year, nomination. If he wins, man, I certainly hope he at least, at the very least. Yeah, shout out to my dude Sway, Tracy G for them, anybody who participated. I kind of feel like they should be acknowledged.
I respect that. I do.
Right?
I respect that.
Right?
Who you think's gonna win Who you think's gonna win? Or who you think deserves to win?
I like Chance the Rapper. I think all of them are great, powerful, great
Real quick,
artists. But I think Chance the Rapper. But
okay, so we in agreement.
But hold on, but wait. Kendrick Lamar though, man.
I feel that.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar.
You can't take him. You can never take him out the conversation since
Nope.
he got here. Definitely.
Yeah. So, and the reason why I say Chance and Kendrick because I think they're all great artists.
Yeah.
To your point.
And I definitely
J. Cole, man. I mean, I just like it's hard.
Cole.
It's hard to say.
And I definitely think Kendrick's writing all his bars.
Yes,
he even
yeah.
addressing himself. I can dig rapping, but a rapper with a ghostwriter, what the fuck happened?
Oh no!
Oh no!
See, you quoted that lyric.
Oh no!
Yeah, that lyric stuck to your mind, and that's the one you came with. I know how you feel, Drama. We coming back. Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. That's right. Mean Street Studios got DJ Drama right here. Yeah, man, we just talking it out.
Yeah.
Talking it out right now, Drama.
Yeah, man. 4 years we've been doing this together.
Doing this
at
4
Papa
years,
Ward's.
man. Remember we first started? It's been crazy every year, too.
It's been crazy. It's been so crazy. Y'all have gotten to see the evolution of Mean Streets.
Yeah,
from,
man.
When you first walk in the door and just go directly to the radio room to then being able to open up the studio and the kitchen and the lounge and have you guys utilized the
pole?
Yeah.
The pole room? No.
Have we touched that yet?
Not yet.
You here till
Sunday.
y'all here
Okay,
till
all right.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
there's some cold touching that good.
Yeah,
Pause, pause.
the-
It's pause, yo.
The studio is fully completed.
Okay,
fully
great.
completed.
I can't wait to see it.
Shout out to my guy Reggie too.
Okay, Reggie
Hawkins.
Hawkins. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Reggie Hawkins. Man, this artist that's sitting next to me, he's from Maryland, right?
Merlin.
Maryland.
He from the area.
He's from the area.
Yeah. Sheezy, what's up, Lake Sheezy?
The DMV area and
Area.
area.
Yeah, the area.
Area, and he's we
on Sirius Radio right now. We on Sirius.
Okay, word. and he's featured on Quality Street Music too.
Yes. He's featured on a top 5 record.
Yeah,
Did I mention that? Top
yeah,
5.
you mentioned congratulations,
Thank you
the
very
first
much.
one.
Thank you very much.
Okay. It's interesting because, a lot of times, who do we have? Greg Street was here.
I was listening. I was tuned in.
And Greg Street likes to step on your neck if he sends you music and you don't respond to it quickly.
Okay. Yeah.
And Drama often, and Don Cannon, you guys always tell me when it's something special.
Yeah.
But y'all don't tell me until it's ready,
Mm-hmm.
which is something I like about how y'all do your thing. And even with Uzi, like when you
Right.
look at Uzi's evolution, just last year,
Right.
from last year to now, what's happened is been amazing.
It's been
man.
amazing.
Yeah,
It's definitely been amazing.
But it didn't just happen overnight, as people may think about. Talk about y'all process with Generation Now and how y'all develop artists, and then y'all use established artists to help set up newer artists.
Right. Shout out to my team, man. I have an amazing team. You mentioned Don Cannon. Shout out to my man Lake Show. Trendsetter Sense, the whole Mean Street staff, Generation Now staff, and what have you. And we've been in the game for some time now. And we definitely have some years and experience. And the blessing for me is that I've been at the ultimate highs.
Yeah.
When I've had moments when I was just on fire. To points when I've had to feel like, all right, like I gotta get back at that moment. There was a period of time when people was questioning the relevance of Gangsta Grills, and this was over 10 years ago. And those type of things that I work well under pressure. With that being said, as a company, we kind of came together, and as students of the game, as fans of the game, and also businessmen, we like to do things that we think are special.
Yeah.
And we like to make things happen organically, and let it kind of make sense to come together. So, when you have a platform like Sway in the Morning, when we bring something to you, we want it this is a opportunity for it to for the world to listen, you know, and I think that you know, we just go about it in a way that, you know, comes from the culture. Like my girl tells me all the time, like when somebody hears me talk, I mention the word culture a lot, and she's like, "You're so about the culture," and it's like, this is what I do, like point blank, period. Like when I get on that court, I'm busting, I'm coming to break your ankles. You know what I mean? And that's how we go into it. So, you know, when Cannon first brought Uzi to the table, my man Cannon is you know, he's a genius. And I believe in, you know, when he tells me something, we have so many years. So before I even met the kid, I said, run it, let's do it. You know, and one of the first times, matter of fact, the first time he probably was ever on the radio was at your show at South by Southwest in 2015. You know, that was probably his first ever radio. That was when he was in love with Dej Loaf. Remember,
I remember that
time.
He was
you know what I'm saying?
Trying to talk to her, and she was looking at him like,
it's
well,
you know, and
yikes.
That was a opening. That moment in South by Southwest for me, it's been uphill since then. And you know, people watch Uzi and see how amazing of a performer he is now, which he is. He's incredible. But they also, you know, I remind people, like, you know, last year I took him on tour and put him in front of 15,000 people with Wiz Khalifa and Fall Out Boy. 20,000 people on a tour. You know, so he kind of almost went, you know, from high school straight to the league. You know, and with Quinn, same type of situation. You know, shout out to my man G, Trey, Mo. You know, guys I've known for a long time. When they first came and played us the music in the other room, it didn't take long. You know, I heard it, and we wanted to prepare it. And when the opportunity presents itself with the Wishing record, when you have such a superstar like Chris Brown, I could have easily went and got two other, you know, A-listers, respectfully. You know, my Rolodex is amazing.
I know, I've seen it.
And you know what I mean? But here was an opportunity for me to introduce some new voices to the world. And I think that's something that's been special about my career. When you look at my mixtape catalog, when you look at some of the artists that I've been attached to or been a part of, like, I'm addicted to new shit. Like, it's just in me, you know what I mean? So, you know, and it's so interesting to watch the conversations between the older generations and the younger generations, and I just feel so blessed that I have that in me. I came up, the first group I ever saw got signed was The Roots, my nigga. The Roots. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so you know, the challenges or the opinions that people may give me for how they may feel about Uzi or something, I love it. I'm like, bring it on, you know.
He gets a lot of backlash too,
and I love it. And you know, time will tell, you know, and it, you know, the game will weed itself out, you know, and those who deserve to be here will be here. So I ain't got nothing, you know. Watch what we do. Watch what we do next, and part of that, what we do next, is my man Lyquin from DC.
Give it up for Lyquin from DC.
Hey,
Lyquin from Maryland, right?
Yeah, Merlin in the building.
So you're college. You went to college too.
Yeah, Virginia State.
Virginia State.
Yeah.
Did you complete it?
Nah.
Okay.
I started rapping. It was.
That was you chose. Put your mic up. See,
oh, yeah, that was it.
Give them education right now, man. When you hold your mic, man. Hold your mic, man.
We'll put you with the bed straight to the league, baby.
Man, come on, man.
Straight out of high school.
Okay, so what made you? What was that defining moment in your life that made you decide? You know what, man? I think I could do this. I'm gonna drop out of college, upset all my family members, ruin all their expectations, and shoot the dice and gamble. And maybe one day I'll make it. What was it? Was it something you saw, an artist? What was it?
I think it was like I was actually in school. They used to have talent shows, and like Virginia State, the cheerleaders are called woo-woos. So I was trying to get this one particular girl. So I was like, man, it was a show. I'm like, all right, let me do it. But then I got love, so I'm like, man, I ain't with this textbook stuff no more. I'm trying to get this money.
That was it. Damn, man.
I'm serious. But then, like, when I actually, I think, like, once I actually sat down and thought about it, like, and I saw, like, how I could affect people with it, by, you know what I'm saying? Telling them my story, it was like, all right, this is what I'm here for.
You know, listening to some of the music on your album, The Other Side, and I'm listening to
SoundCloud right now.
All right,
Lyquin.
Okay, Lyquin, I like that. And I'm listening to songs like True Story, and you know, and just different songs you made. What is your background like? How did you grow up?
I grew up in Maryland, like basically DMV, Virginia, DC, Maryland.
Yeah.
So it's like basically like a very diverse background. Saw a lot. I was able in Maryland, we never really had like a rapper. We had go-go.
Okay.
So it was like we didn't really. There was no one really like I guess really rapping. So for me, it was just like I wanted to really do something different. Like I guess kind of just bring a different, just to show the world that there's more I guess than just that to the DMV area. We could put out more.
So is it, because when you, when I talk with Wale or when I talk to King Los and different guys, the story is always like damn near tragic what's going on in the DMV,
Yeah.
But is it tragic for everybody? Is that how you grew up?
I mean, I think it's tragic depending on the type of person you are and the type of situations you put yourself in. But like me, I'm like very humble. I show love, but that area, it's a tough area to really get love and get out of. 'Cause it's like, when you got 1 million people from your grandmother to the pastor at church, everybody rapping, it's like, it's kind of hard really, to make a way, but
Yeah.
to show love
So
myself.
So you ain't you're not a shooter or nothing like that, are you?
Nah.
Drama, he's never shot a gun, man.
Nah, he's never shot a gun. He's shot his shot a lot of times on the road.
Okay.
Wow. That's
Cash.
Yeah,
All right.
He's a lover, not a fighter.
Okay, that's what's up.
good. Quinn, we see a lot of new artists, and the perception is it's like an overnight success. And I feel like a lot of people don't get to see the middle part of it, What are some of the challenges that you're experiencing as a new artist? Like, what's your Achilles heel, you think?
I think my Achilles heel, if anything, I would think myself, like maybe. I don't really think, I feel like, man, like the position I'm in now, like it's a blessing. Like I know a lot of people would love to be in that position. So it's like, if anything, it would be me. But I think just coming up as an artist, like it's just really perfecting your craft, like trying to really like find yourself, what lane you want to be in and like how you want to, affect the world, put your music out.
So if you grew up in a place where not too many people came from that area, who did you listen to then? Like, what was your inspiration and your motivation in terms of putting that pen to the pad and spitting verses?
I'll say like, the regulars, Big L, Jay-Z, Tupac, Lil
People
Wayne.
don't mention Big L a lot. That's
Yeah,
game
the
right
regular,
there. Yeah, that's not the regular. That's
It's
you dug
crazy,
deep
like-
right there.
It's crazy because like I was like 6 and Tupac died on my birthday, and he was reporting it. And, like now I'm like,
Happy belated.
praise the man. Thank you.
I was reporting it. Oh
Yeah,
so
like it's crazy.
you know me since you were 6.
It's on the TV.
You know what I mean?
Do you like to hear that, or you?
That's crazy.
When people tell me moments like those, man, I get goosebumps.
Yeah.
Because you don't know who you affect, who you
Crazy,
impact.
right?
Crazy.
And I remember what I was thinking when I reported it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you and I got that commonality. So I love it when people come up, hey, man, I grew up watching you on TV, and I tell them I grew up doing it. So that's great.
Real-
we grew up
that's real
together.
shit.
You
Great
know,
answer.
I wasn't 6, though. So
16 maybe.
16.
Yeah.
So maybe I was an inspiration for you to get involved in this business.
That's like, man,
You
that
know what I
moment,
mean,
like,
right?
I was sick.
Yeah, right? Kind of, right? Drama? Can I get
I think you one of the greatest to ever do it.
Okay.
You
Oh,
know
man,
that.
you one of the greatest. Too bad. Hey, okay, so I want to play a couple songs, but you got this song, Benefits.
Right.
Jeremiah's on that, right?
Nah, Shy Glizzy.
I mean, Shy Glizzy is on that.
Shout out Glizzy.
So, Shy, talk about Shy Glizzy.
Man, solid dude. Like it's crazy. Like we maybe like 4 years ago we had the same like management,
Okay.
and then it was like we did our different routes. So to be able to just link up and make some good music, it's like amazing feeling. Because they say like in that area it's not too many artists that work together. It's like always some type of something. So for us to be able to make that happen, I think that was great.
Okay, cool. We're gonna play that, and I don't know if people realize it, but DB came off the tables, and DJ Scream is now officially on the turn. Scream.
Well, what's up? What's
Scream,
poppin'?
what up, man?
Welcome to Atlanta, brother.
What's up, man? People don't know, man. Our one shot finale is coming up on BET every Tuesday at 10. Drama, thank you, because Drama was
Absolutely.
one of our judges in Atlanta,
Nah, good looking. Thanks
along
for that
with T.I.
opportunity.
Man, I
Yeah.
appreciate it. And Scream is going to be DJing on the
Big.
finale.
Big.
Yeah, so people don't know that.
Well-deserving.
A lot of good talent on there.
A lot of
man.
good
Make sure y'all
talent.
Stay tuned to that.
And
You
then
know
when
what I'm
we did the Greatest Story Never Told project with produced by Just Blaze, myself, and Rich Nice, and we had Saigon on the Monique show when she used to have her show.
Wow.
You know who we called to DJ that?
You know, when Sway calls, you just gotta go.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, Scream.
As soon as possible, you know what I mean?
And now you got a big song that's blowing up right now, too.
Yeah, DJ Scream, 21 Savage, Juicy J, Young Dog, shouts to Dirty Costello. It's called Lit, big summer anthem, you know what I'm saying, video out and everything.
Yeah, I remember I first saw the video, and I saw you dancing and you know, really being a rap star. I was quite impressed. I didn't know you had that in him, Drama.
Screen,
Yeah,
my
man.
moments.
Yeah, you got a
My
couple moments. All right, so you mind rocking this joint benefits, and then what we're going to do is, Lyquin, I don't know if are you familiar with this show? Do you understand where you are right now?
I know exactly where I'm at.
Okay, you know you about to enter the valley of the hyenas. That's up next, Sway in the Morning. It's benefits. That's right. We're at Mean Street Studio. We got a lot of people in here. Hey, everybody make some noise. Hey. A lot of cool dudes in here, Drama. A lot of cool dudes in here, man. You know, this right here, this environment is so incredible because when we started the show, Scheme was just hanging out, eating donuts. And, you know, anytime I hang,
you never know.
You never know. And this is the type of place, HB, that you come to Atlanta and you want to hang out somewhere. You could just sit in Mean Street and you could just, it's like watching a movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like watching Beat Street or, you know, you know, it's because so many people come in and out of this facility.
Yeah.
And this is where hip hop lives, you know, in Atlanta. You know, this is one of the prime places to come to. And so we got a lot of folks hanging out. We got a lot of people coming by. You know, I got the Dungeon family coming by. I had
Incredible.
No,
amazing.
Gosh, man. I'm
gonna be tuned in. I gotta go to rehearsals for the Hip Hop Awards.
Oh, did he just start?
But I'm gonna be tuned in.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I'm a citizen.
You're a citizen, definitely. I'm gonna be a part of the show this year too, Drama.
I know. I read the voice imaging for
Yeah, man. I'm not going to say what I'm going to be doing, but just know that I've been practicing my drizzy. All right? We'll be figuring that out real soon. So we're here for that reason, celebrating. So Dungeon Family is going to come by. Told Lil Yachty to come by. We'll see if that happens. John the Don is going to come by. We're going to do a cipher.
Nice.
We've got a lot of folks coming by. Invited Designer to come by.
Nice.
He just got released
right
from the setup.
Is this his first time in Atlanta?
Because when I don't know. When he said I was watching Rob Markman interviewed him.
He said he never been to Atlanta.
He said he never been to Atlanta. He's like, I brought in Atlanta, and never have been to Atlanta. So, but he has some Facebook connections, you know. So we'll find out if it is.
I'm glad the homie's free, man.
Yeah, that was the setup, man.
New York cops.
Yeah, man.
Hip hop police. That's some shit.
That's definitely we'll talk to him about it. And right now, Lyquin says his new mixtape is called The Other Side.
Incredible.
You spell it Lyquin. So citizens tuned in. This is one of those moments.
Go to SoundCloud, Lyquin, Lyquin. He's here. Sway in the Morning. Shout out to Legacy Entertainment Generation Now.
Okay. Drama, you got one or two calls. Is that okay if we take it?
Yeah. Do I need some headphones?
You'll be able to hear them. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Here, let me see. Drama. Okay, here we go. We got Monique from Atlanta. What up, Monique? Mo. What up?
Hey, Monique.
Good morning. Welcome to Atlanta, Sway, Heather B, and Tracy G.
Yep. What's up?
Well, just wanted to call. This is my first time calling, long-time listener. Definitely want to give big ups to DJ Drama.
Thank you,
I've been loving him since Gangster Grills.
I appreciate
it. The Prez CD, oh my God, was like my awakening. So
that's love.
I want to definitely thank you. And want to thank you also for bringing the sound and keeping the sound in Atlanta with opening your studio. I think is very instrumental. Being here and also seeing us do for us is amazing here in Atlanta. So definitely want to give you big ups and shout out to Lyquin. I'm going to definitely check out your SoundCloud. Sounds really good.
Appreciate that. That's love.
You hear that, Lyquin? Okay, now Lyquin has to mixtape The Other Side. A couple of my favorite songs is the Ungrateful joint that he has. Shooting Up the Club is something that's very inspiring to me. Before I go into meetings, I listen to Shooting Up the Club.
That can mean getting a girl pregnant in the hood.
Okay.
You go raw. You shot up the club.
Oh, is that so?
You got her pregnant.
Yeah,
you
got
up the
is
club.
that what that
is? That so, Lyquin?
That's a double entendre right there, Lyquin. Okay.
On the mic.
On the mic,
Oh, yeah,
Lyquin.
yeah,
Brand new to this. I get it. True Story, Confianza, actually produced by Don Cannon. That's one of my joints, and we just played Benefits. But, Drama, as you know, on Sway in the Morning, this is the show that sticks to the fundamentals.
You feel me?
And I tell MCs all the time, from A-listers to Z-listers, I don't care who you know.
It's Rucker Park, baby.
Okay, I don't care who stamped you.
Yeah.
I don't care how many cars you got or how many chains you wear or you rent. Doesn't matter to me. How many girls come to your concert and how many views you get on Vivo.
Talk that talk, Sway.
What counts right here, ladies and gentlemen, if you got bars.
That's it.
If you know how to spit.
That's it.
If you got that fire.
That's it.
Welcome to the Valley of the Hyenas. DJ Screen, drop that beat on her. Yeah, turn that up, turn that up. Oh, you can kick written or you can freestyle as long as you spit. You ready?
I'm not spitting no word. I'm about to
Okay,
freestyle.
coming off the top of the head, drama.
Let's go.
Let me see what that's like.
Check it. Hey, look. I'm trying to kill the game by next May. And have all of these rappers like, damn, well, how sway? I go and hit the bar with a bitch for some Bombay. Tell these niggas I got it, they know that I don't play. Yeah, I'm trying to shut the game down. Fuck what they be talking about, it's generation now. Yeah, red bottoms on my off day. Shorty say she want chill, she want it the worst way. I don't play. Quinn, I've been running this shit. I gunning this shit. 301 forever. Hey.
I like that. Yeah, welcome to the Valley of the Hyenas.
Check it. Be right back. I've been on the right track. Talking late flights. I'm talking late nights. In the studio, running this shit like Rubio. Niggas playing, these bitches be catching balls like they Julio. Yeah, let's do it right. You want to spend some money or spend the night? Try to catch a flight to the Bahamas, and I be with drama. Shout out the scheme. Yeah, I'm repping the team. Shawty say that she love me. She heard my shit. She a fiend. Yeah, I'm trying to get it. Money all in my jeans. I love a chick that's fat and busting out the seams. I'm having dreams. Yeah. Ain't what it seems. Let's go.
That's just off the top.
That's off the top. That's off the top. All right, hold on. Real up. You got to be really brave to come on this show and go off the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give him a good 16.
Give me a good 16.
Some of that
give
shit.
Me a written.
You proved yourself
okay,
on the written.
You got it. All right. You
did that.
My book.
Keep going.
You know, you're so happy to be here, man. You laughing at your own metaphors. I get it, Lyquin. All right. You got a 16?
I got a 16.
All right, there you go.
Same joint.
Okay. Sway the morning, Shade 45, Lyquin. DJ Drama, Mean Street Studios. The album is called The Other Side. It's out now. That's as much intro as I can give you, Lyquin. You gotta jump on that.
Let's go and check it.
Damn. You know, we here for the BET Hip Hop Awards. You know.
Look, I'm trying to do it right. Man, they hit me up on Skype. I told Drum I want this shit, but I want it for life. And if I gotta do it, fucking pay the price. In the meantime, in between time, and I don't mess with chicks that be messing with mean lines. Me, I'm just trying to do it for my city. Man, I'm repping the...
All right, real up, scream, real up. Yeah, come on here. Come on, sit down, young man. Come on here and sit down, man. Come on,
we
sit
bring
down.
him straight to the leagues, right? We bring him straight to the league.
Yeah, I like that. I want every rapper that come on my show to be nervous. I want you to lose sleep before you come up here. All right, but Lyquin, he got so much flow in listening to your project. I knew you had flow, and even in your freestyle, when you was catching that zone, you could hear it. You know. But congratulations on the success. What was that like for you, man? What was that like for you?
Man, just a blessing. Like last year probably was like one of the toughest years I think like ever for me. So just to be able to like, man, just to experience all I experienced like with the tour, you know what I'm saying? Main Street Studio. Like it's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, what was so tough about it last year?
I think it was tough. I just like I ain't know what I wanted to do. I was kind of like with the music, I didn't know if like that was the route I was gonna, take because it's like, you know how that goes, like time flies.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, just like to be able to be in the position I'm in now, yo, it's a blessing.
That's what's up, man.
Definitely.
You was broke?
I was broke.
I mean, like this, right? You were broke?
I mean, I wasn't happy. I'll say that.
Okay. That's what's up. You heard that, HB? That was realness. All right, Lyquin, ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause.
Yeah.
You have to come up to the studio. And next time you freestyle on my show, you better freestyle from beginning to end, all right?
Already.
All right, my man Lyquin. Drama, congratulations.
No, thank you, man.
The boy is nice.
I appreciate it.
When you sit and listen to his project, you'll definitely understand why I say this.
100%.
Quality bars.
That's how I felt it the first time he played me one record on. I can't lie, and I pretty much was sold. I was like, oh, yeah, you ain't got to play me no more.
Yeah.
And then they played me some more.
And then here, now he's a part of Generation Now.
And then he's on the top 5 record in the
in the country
yeah,
right now.
Did I mention that?
Did you mention that?
Yeah. Wishing.
Hey, is this your first top 5
This
record?
is my first top 5
Wow,
record.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Drama
Nah,
name,
thank you. I
man.
appreciate it. And the remix is on the way.
The remix, so we know Fabulous. What that's been announced. Okay,
And some more.
Trey Songz, that's been announced, right?
It has now.
Oh, why that wasn't announced?
I don't know. It did come from me.
Okay, then I won't say the
But
other
if you
ones.
knew, you knew.
Okay, so I won't say the other ones.
Okay.
That I think I know.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Because I know you want to do that rollout, right?
It's coming.
Unless you want me to say something.
That's on the way.
Okay, it's on the way. All right.
Into Sway in the morning on Shade 45.
All right, we took a super quick break real quick, and now we're back on track. DJ Drama's here.
Neighborhood.
Yeah, man. Lyquin is here, and just in closing, man, you were talking about the relationship that you just.
I was talking about the relationship, and I was just discussing my history with Atlantic Records.
Yes.
I started my career as an artist on Atlantic Records. I did my first 2 albums at Atlantic Records with a partnership with Grand Hustle. And, it was an amazing time for me. My first album, just to be a DJ and to be able to, as a DJ, who would ever thought I'd be on a major label putting out an album? This was 2005 when I originally got my record deal. I go on to say that, there had always been that history there. I then went on to, to continue to put out music and to put out songs, and I had a lot of success with them. And the opportunity presented itself, for me. And shout out to my man Sam Crespo, who who was probably the first person to ever send me a piece of vinyl when I was in college in his Def Jam days, who now is over at Atlantic Records.
Yeah.
And because he was still working my records, and I would, hire him as an independent. That's cool. Yeah,
Is it okay for you to say?
On the low.
That's low.
In the building. So Crespo brought it. Crespo brought it to the attention of Craig Kalman. Drama, our guy. He's having a lot of success out here on the records, and we might want to consider bringing him in on the building as an A&R. So Craig liked the idea. I sat down with Craig Kalman, with Michael Kaiser, and Julie Greenwald, and they also loved the idea and were willing to give it a shot. I had told them about Mean Street Studios. They believed in my vision. And they also came in and helped us, complete the building. And that's how the partnership with Atlantic Records started on me as an executive side. So, for me to start my career as an artist over there and then to come back on the executive side, was great. You know what I mean? I mean, for me, I had already had so much history with them, and so to come back over there, to build Mean Street Studios with them, to sign Little Uzi Vert through Generation Now and Atlantic Records, and here we are, a couple years later we've done some amazing things for the culture with Mean Streets, with Uzi, and so much more to come, and shout out to Julie Greenwald and Michael Kaiser in the building. And 2 amazing people in this game.
And see, and I was going to say, and the reason why I brought this up is because it's not often you see music business corporations that give opportunity for DJs or artists to actually grow with the company.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And bring you in and develop you and help you develop, believe in your dream, and make you an executive.
100%. Right.
Heather, that doesn't happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and these guys are like the Mount Rushmore of executives, music business and they're here this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so give them a round of applause. They're actually
please
here.
give them a round of applause.
They're surrounded by
They're in the
thugs,
building, Mean
and
Street
they don't have a
Studios.
problem with it. They're here.
Yeah.
They are here.
They pretty gangster. They
Yes,
pretty gangster.
absolutely, man. So, Julie, good to see you. And they always supported me, King Tech and I, throughout our career, Mike Kaiser. And so it's just, to me, to see them here.
Yeah.
It's still in the trenches, still in the front lines.
Absolutely.
That means a lot. That says a lot about that company.
Well, that's what makes the company so special, and that's what makes them so special. And at Atlantic Records, we have a great roster, an amazing roster, the best roster. For us to be at Mean Street Studios and to be able to have a facility that is not just part of the company, but just outside of, when the artists come here, they catch the vibe off top, and it's just it's a special place, and it means something, to come to Atlanta now, and you everyone knows Mean Streets is where it's at.
It's where it's at.
So and again, I they gave me the opportunity to also learn as I had the job. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't figure it out on day one. I didn't figure it out on day 50. You know what I mean? And they believed in the vision. You know, they let me grow with the company, and I really appreciate them for that. Shout out to my man Craig Kalman, who's not here at the moment too. And we a dream team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this. Yeah, it's,
okay.
Well, they're gonna extend it. You heard it. You heard another first. Yeah.
Hey, man, congratulations, Drama. Hey man, just
we're gonna keep
get all the money, man. I'm not mad at it, man. It's well deserved.
No, thank you, man.
And thank you for. I love we come out here. We've been doing this for 4 years.
Yes.
And it's been amazing every single
Absolutely.
time. And watching your growth has been incredible.
Nah, I appreciate it.
And congratulations.
No, thank you. Thank you.
And tell Uzi I said what's up.
I will do. You'll see him. He's performing at the awards.
He'll be at the awards.
Yeah.
I'll be at the awards now.
You'll be at the awards too.
It's my first BET Awards. I'm going to participate in.
Speaking of that,
yeah.
You know, I just want to tell you that, you know, again, thank you for coming here and doing this for the last 4 years. Mm-hmm. I think you've also helped, you know, bring some light and some attention to Mean Street Studios. You know, also my partnership with Shade 45 and having you on the team. And beyond that, Sway, you've always supported my career. We've always had great interviews. Mm-hmm. You know, people don't even know the off-air conversations we've had at various times in my career when my name has been kind of, you know, the drama and thrown in the mix. And, you know, just since day one, man, and before I knew you, you know, I looked up to you. I think you're one of the best in the game, you know, when it comes to interviews and just figures. And because of that, you know, us at Mean Street Studios,
hey.
Generation Now.
Yo, wow, I didn't even see that coming.
We wanted to present you with this gift right here.
Lyquin, hold my mic,
just as a thank you. You know, ladies and gentlemen, he's opening up the bag. That is a signed Atlanta Hawks Dominique Wilkins jersey. Yes. We appreciate you, Sway. We appreciate you.
I didn't even like the t-shirt I had.
Shout to Deke, man. Sway been in the gym, so this yeah. Yeah, there you go. My brother, man. We love you, man. Nah, we love you, man. Appreciate it.
Wearing this all day. Thank you, Drama.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you, man. I'll see you over there at that BT Hip Hop Award rehearsals. All right.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
Love, my guy.
DJ Drama, man.
Holla at me.
You made me smile, Quinn. Congratulations, much success. All right. All right. We got more coming up. Black Youngster just walked in here. That's my homie. I want to see if he brought that duffel bag he had last time. Remember
he got it.
He got the bag with him?
Yeah, I can count it too.
Okay,
all
right.
I know how much it is.
Okay, that's up next.
Yeah. Youngster, don't tell him, Youngster.
Shade 45.
It's Sway in the morning, only
on Shade 45.
Kilo.